The Gene Keys. Where to start. A beginner's guide. You've heard about human design and maybe even know what your energy type, strategy, and authority are. Maybe you've already begun experimenting with your human design. Now it's time to say hello to the Gene Keys. The Gene Keys may look and sound like another woo-woo self-development tool, but they are so much more than that. Today we're going to break down what you need to know before you start looking into your own Gene Keys. What are the Gene Keys? One of the most asked questions we get are, what is my purpose and how do I find it? Each of us is born with a gift. You may have heard people say that everyone is here for a reason. Your life or higher purpose is the reason or the gift. But many of us do not seek out that purpose. For those who do, the Gene Keys can provide some illuminating information. The Gene Keys are your own personal code. The 64 Gene Keys correlate with the 64 codons of our DNA and the 64 hexagrams of the Chinese I Ching. The Gene Keys are teachings that can be explored in many different ways. They are a tool to awaken your inner being. Rather than a structured tool, they are designed for contemplation and for an individual to go at their own pace and trust ourselves as they explore their own codes. Working with the Gene Keys is a journey that requires more patience and slowing down. You can't just read it front to back. How do I find my Gene Keys? In order to find out which of the 64 Gene Keys are part of your own DNA, you will need your birthday, your birth time, and your birth location. Once you have these, head over to genekeys.com/free profile to get your hologenetic profile. Each of us is unique, so our Gene Keys will differ. There are parts of the profile that we all have. These are the activation sequence, the Venus sequence, and the Pearl sequence. All of our individual Gene Keys also have a shadow gift and a city. The Golden Path. The three sequences are collectively known as the Golden Path. The activation sequence, discovering your genius through our prime gifts. The Venus sequence, opening your heart in relationships. And the Pearl sequence, attaining prosperity through service. Through contemplation of the Gene Keys within each sequence that make up your own Golden Path, your life can go through significant and powerful transformation. If you want to learn more about your own Golden Path, head to thegenekeys.com and consider taking the Golden Path program. Shadows, gifts, and the cities. These are the three components of each Gene Key. Let's look at each one of them. Shadows. You may have heard the term shadow work or high vibe. These are usually used by coaches, mentors, and healers in the self-development industry. In order to live in our highest vibe or as our highest self, we are encouraged to look at and work on eliminating our shadow selves. I would actually call that integrating, not eliminating. These are the parts of us that keep our highest selves hidden from radiating out into the world. We can be the most positive people on the planet. We can live our life in positive ways, but it is not until we become aware of, acknowledge, and begin to dislodge and decondition from these shadows that we can truly start to live our authentic selves. The gifts. Just as each Gene Key contains a shadow, it also contains a gift. Once you start to accept and embrace your shadows, the true nature of each of the Gene Keys will be revealed. Your DNA will start to subtly change, leading to changes in your biochemistry. This will impact your life, your understanding of yourself, and your belief systems. You will start to open up to the possibility that your life and working towards the city of each Gene Key. Transforming your shadow and living your gifts will awaken the true power of your aura. You will start to attract the people, opportunity, and prosperity meant for you in this lifetime. A city. As you deepen into your gifts, the frequency or vibe that you live your life will become higher and higher. It will become harder for you to return to the shadow aspect of yourself once you fully embody your gift and your city, and if you do, it will be for short periods of time. How to use the Gene Keys. There are several ways to utilize the magic of the Gene Keys, But first, a word of caution. The Gene Keys are a contemplative tool. They are not a quick fix or a one-and-done solution to situations you may be currently facing. They are instead designed to take you on a journey of yourself, to help you contemplate where the shadow side of a Gene Key is playing out in your life and whether you are ready to take the step to transmute it so that you can embody the gift instead. Relationships. The Venus sequence looks at our relationships, those in our family, friends, and intimate partners. The Gene Keys in this sequence help us to unlock where we are still resisting or meeting challenges as we build and nurture relationships. For example, if you are in a constant state of frustration with your parents or your partner, contemplating the Gene Keys in this sequence would help you uncover why this is, or why continually showing up for your life and give you insights on how to move through it. Your authentic self. The activation sequence can help you unlock your authentic self and shine your light into the world. These are your Gene Keys that show you your purpose and the one that most of us want to work on. Discovering your purpose and giving your life meaning can be done through contemplating the Gene Keys. As with all Gene Key work, it is not given that once you know your purpose, you can start to live it. That is where the work in transmuting your shadows enables you to pursue your purpose.